was your childhood?
Well, we lived on a small farm. We had a couple of milk cows. We had pigs. We had chickens. Beef that we raised every year to eat in the winter. The pig they slaughtered and ate in the winter. The chickens, we would get 100 chickens every spring, raise them through the summer, and then in the fall they would keep the best laying ones, and then we'd have a day where we would go out and line up a big table. My brothers and my older nephews would chop the chicken heads off and sit there and try to guess how long it was going to flop afterwards around. And then they would dip them in hot water, and then the younger kids would pull the feathers off, and then myself and my mom, my sister and sister-in-laws, we would clean the chickens out and cut them up, and then they would go in the freezer, and that's what we did. We had a huge garden too, a big garden, and every day you would have to go out and weed 3 rows of garden, and each one of those rows was probably about 50 feet long, because we raised the garden to eat in the summer and also to can and eat in the winter time. We also had apple trees that we used to eat, and we'd say some put them down in the root cellar and eat them in the winter, and then some of them we would make applesauce or sliced apples in bottles for pies and stuff and can them so we could eat. We had a lot of raspberry bushes, strawberries, and those had to be picked every 3 days, and we would make jam or bottle them so we'd have fruit in the winter for those also. So living up on a small farm was a busy summer. You would always have had plenty to do. And then there was the usual mowing the grass, feeding the animals. We had a lot to do. And ours was just a small farm, so you know how much hard work there was on the people that had a larger farm or a ranch. They had a lot to do. An enjoyable thing we had, though, was to ride the horses. That was fun. I would hurry and get my work done, and then go hurry and brush the horse and hop on her and take off before anybody could say, oh, you have something else you need to do. And I would go riding around town or else in the mountains up behind the house.